Hi everyone, it's time for practice time with Ms. Rhona. My name is Rhona-Mae Arca, and I am a registered music teacher in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. If you're just tuning in for the first time, this is a series where I open up my practice room to the world. Today, we are going through one piece, one movement, and that's for two reasons. Reason one, it is a grade 9 piece, so it's a big work. And two, it is a barometrically exciting day. So I've got my Tolachea headache hat on. I've just got a little extra compression there. So on these days, I can only focus for like a short period of time, and I have to save a lot of energy for teaching still. So it's going to be a short, very focused session. And, you know, I was kind of debating whether or not to record right now, but I think it's a good time because there are definitely days where you just don't feel like practicing or you're not totally up there. So what do? We're going to explore that today. Before we get going, I need to do my due diligence. So let me get my due diligence screen up. So everything that's shared here today is for educational purposes. The copyright rights belong to the copyright holders in accordance with the Canadian Copyright Act. This falls under the Fair Use Clause. All right, due diligence done. So we've got the Sonata in F major, was formerly the List B, but now a Group 1 in the Conservatory Canada, Grade 9 classical syllabus. I mean, it's a straightforward classical sonata first movement form. First half of the page, we've got the first theme, it's in the tonic key. Towards the bottom, we are shifting, so a little bit of a bridge leading to the second theme, which is in a contrasting key. What my student has done is she's color-coded all of these, so it looks quite neat, actually. And where is... So this is pretty much the second theme here, and then the codetta, and the end of the exposition. And then on this page, we've got the development, so the themes are explored a little bit, played around with. He mainly focused on that second theme. He's got a bit of a descending fifths sequence happening there, which is good for remembering. And then at the end of that page marks the beginning of the recapitulation. So, oops, that was a little blurry, sorry. So both themes come back in the tonic key. And that is it. So that's just to give you the lay of the land. So what do you do when you are not the most focused? Because, you know, you've had a bad day or you got a headache. So let's go through that. How do you still make this a productive practice? So I am going to just run through treble spots. That's all I'm going to do. So the first typical treble spot is on page 1, so you can see that there. It is that transition. So we've got... So bar 12, just trying to get that rhythm nice and crisp. That is one of the challenges. So I'll just run through that a few times. So 1, 2, 3. We got a cadence. Maybe we have a cadence. C7 to F, C7 to F, and then we're switching to D minor. Okay, so on the crispiness scale, I probably did okay-ish. The slurs are a bit of a, and the finger changes. So I think I'm just going to run through that again. Okay, 3 and 1. So my student and I have been playing around with fingering, so I'll just play around with that right now. We have just trying to get that nice and legato. So. And then 5-1. I'm up here. Dominant seventh. D minor. Okay. That part, not so much of an issue with. It's just getting, like, which diminished seventh chord am I playing, so. Okay, so the next big treble spot for not just my student, but anyone in particular, is bar 49. So bar 49 is here, in that middle line there. It's a cross rhythm, or a polyrhythm. Some teachers and students have a set little catchphrase for cross rhythms. I was taught old rattle trap. So old rattle trap. Both left, right, both left, right, left. In this case, because it's 2 in this hand and 3. Da 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 da. They independently have to be even on their own. My teachers have said they have to be so independent on their own that you can ignore one of them and just, sit back and listen. So that's what we'll do. No, see, it's not lined up. So. Okay, so I'm gonna run through that again. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about what else there is after that in terms of fingering, because that's the thing. If you don't have a lot of time or you're not feeling that great, just focus on like the absolute musts. The next part with the sequence, I loved bits, but it doesn't need as much work. So, okay, I'm just trying to think where else my student has issues. Because we all tend to have similar treble spots for the most part. The double thirds. Yeah, let's take a look at the double thirds on bar 67, 68, 69. So at the top of the page there, at the end of the first line, the main thing with double thirds is make sure those top notes are nice and legato in this case. So. So let's see. Let's break down what I'm trying to do there. So here they've got 3-3 in this score. So my student's been playing around with that. So she just slides down. My preference is to put 1-2 there. So just know you have options. The main thing is you want to make that top voice sounding as legato as possible. All right, so now I'm just going to piece that together with the other hand. So, I missed that. Okay. Okay, so there I'm mucking up bar 70, aren't I? So. hitting a note each time, or a group. Okay, that's fine. The last two lines we'll look at on this page of the exposition. 86. Okay. Could do a measured trill. You could do an unmeasured trill. Main thing is you're finishing it off on that last quarter of the beat. So. Oh, that's great. Okay, how about I analyze chords? So we got C. Got some of that. That would be like your F sus2 chord. So dominant, 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 tonic sus2, dominant, 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 tonic sus2, dominant, and then secondary dominant, going to A, so that's what the 3, and then 2, 5, 1. Oh, no, no, no. Haha. No, we are modulating to C, that's why. So then this would be, the 5-1, or perfect or authentic cadence of the new key, C major. Okay, I'm just going to slow this down, so. Ooh, that was fun. Oh, that should be a trill. I don't know what fingering I want there, but. How to get that trill going till the end, though? Good work. I don't know. I'll have to play with fingering. Okay, gonna have to leave that for a different day, I think. All right, so that's it for today. I mean, it's short but sweet, but short practices do happen. Like I said, sometimes, life gets in the way and you had such a busy day, but you just need to go through the motions and do something. And if you just keep it short and focused and deal with the stuff that you absolutely need to deal with, you can still have a really good practice. I mean, obviously, there's going to be times where, it's just best to leave it, or, if I was a little further along with the migraine, I'd probably just lie down and listen to the music. I mean, you can always score study. The other thing, too, is you could just do a run-through, a couple run-throughs, and just make note of, okay, that I'm going to deal with later, another day, just to go get it, refreshed in your muscle memory. Next week, I will focus on the other piano sonata that was originally on tap for today. So that's my grade 10 student's sonata in E major. And what we'll do is we'll go through both movements that she's preparing for the exam. We'll see. Maybe I'll go through the third movement, because I actually learned the entire sonata my teacher had me learn the whole thing and then choose which 2 movements to do for my exam. And then the week after that is the musical Budoka special. So that is, Budoka describes someone who practices a Japanese martial art. So I've got, I think, 5, maybe 6 of my Budo friends, and they play at least 1 instrument. In some cases, they play more than 1 instrument. 2 of them are writers. One's a photographer. One does calligraphy and leather work, so a very creative bunch. It'll be a fun chat. If this is your first time on the channel and you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, give it a thumbs up, and drop a comment. If you've got ideas for future content, future topics for the specials, end of month specials, send me a message or drop it down in the comments as well. And if you'd like to check out some of the other videos on the channel, please do. And if you want to keep up to date on when there's new content, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. So that will help both the channel and you with seeing what you want to see. Have a good weekend, and we'll catch you in the next video.